Let me tell you something. You are not here by accident. You did not press play on this video by mistake. There is a reason you are hearing this right now, because maybe, just maybe, it's time to stop playing small. It's time to stop hoping life will magically change and to start building the kind of life that demands respect, starting today. First, fall forward. I need you to really listen right now. You are going to fail. It's not up for debate. It's not something you can avoid. It's not a possibility. It's a guarantee. You will fail. You will lose. You will stumble. You will fall. And you know what? That's not a tragedy. That's not the end of your story. That's the beginning of it. Too many people walk around trying to avoid failure like it's the plague. They tiptoe through life, praying not to make a mistake, playing it safe, keeping their head down, trying to survive instead of living. But let me tell you something loud and clear. The only way you grow, the only way you learn, the only way you win is through the fall. You see, falling isn't the opposite of success. It's the path to it. If you are going to fall, and you will fall forward, don't fall back on your excuses. Don't fall back on your comfort. Don't fall back on your habits. If you're going to hit the ground, hit it reaching, hit it pushing, hit it moving towards something. Because when you fall forward, every stumble moves you an inch closer to your goal. Every failure, every mistake, every rejection, it are not there to stop you. It's there to shape you. You think Thomas Edison got it right on the first try? No, sir. That man said, I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps. That's perspective. That's power. Now I need you to hear this deep. Failure is not final unless you quit. You hear me? If you quit, then yes, the fall becomes the end. But if you get back up, if you learn from it, if you push on through it, that failure becomes fuel. That failure becomes fire. That failure becomes wisdom, strength, grit. And you don't get that from winning all the time. You get that from falling flat on your face, brushing off the dust, and standing up stronger than you were before. You fell? Good. That means you were moving. That means you had the courage to try. That means you believed in something enough to take a risk. Too many people never fall because they never move. They're frozen by fear, paralyzed by perfectionism, obsessed with the illusion of control. But life doesn't reward stillness, it rewards the climb. And sometimes that climb, it's steep, it's hard, it's slippery. You are going to lose your grip. You are going to fall. But the point is, don't you dare stay down there. Don't you dare lie in that dirt and call it your home. You get back up. You shake off the fear, the shame, the doubt, and you move again. See, life ain't about avoiding the fall. Life is about learning how to fall well, fall with purpose, fall with power, fall with vision, fall with faith. I have seen people fail a test and give up on their dream. I have seen folks get rejected once and close the door on their entire future. One no turned into a life sentence of regret. But you are not going to do that. You're not built like that. You are going to rise. You are going to learn. You're going to grow, because that failure isn't a verdict. It's a lesson. It's feedback. It's telling you where to go next, what to work on, how to come back sharper. And listen, don't you dare let fear write your story. Don't let it narrate your days. You know what fear is? Fear is the voice that shows up the moment you decide to chase greatness. The moment you say, I want something better. Fear whispers, what if you fail? But let me flip that on you. What if you don't try and you spend the rest of your life wondering what could have been? That's the real tragedy. Not falling, but never flying because you're too scared to jump. Falling is progress in disguise. Pain is potential in raw form. Struggle is strength waiting to be unlocked. So when the world knocks you down, when life tests you, stand back up, taller than before. Stand up with a fire in your eyes. Stand up with a watch me attitude. Because falling forward isn't just about bouncing back, it's about launching forward. And when you fall forward enough times, something amazing happens. You start to become unshakable. You start to trust yourself. You start to know in your bones that no matter what comes your way, you can handle it. Because you've been through the fire and it didn't burn you. It refined you. So, here's what I want you to remember. I want to thank you. Get back up and fall forward again. Repeat that cycle as many times as it takes. Don't count your failures, count your comebacks. Don't measure how many times you got knocked down, measure how many times you stood up. Because in the end, your resilience, your grit, your will to keep moving, that's what makes you unstoppable. Don't fall back on your comfort zone. Don't fall back on doubt. Don't fall back on what's easy. Fall forward into your purpose. Fall forward into your calling. Fall forward into the greatness that's waiting on the other side of your fear. You hear me? You're not done. You're just getting started. Let's go. Second, don't confuse movement with progress. Let me ask you something. Have you ever seen somebody working hard, hustling, sweating, but they ain't really getting anywhere? Just like a man running on a treadmill. He's going fast, he's pushing, he's out of breath. But when he steps off, still in the same room, same place, didn't move an inch forward. You see, there's a dangerous lie the world tells us, that being busy means being productive. But don't confuse the two. Don't confuse motion with meaning. You can hustle yourself into exhaustion without ever touching your purpose. I've seen folks like that. People running around, always occupied, always booked, back-to-back meetings, phone calls, errands, their days filled to the brim. But at the end of the week, they haven't moved 1 inch closer to their dreams. Haven't built anything real. Haven't planted any seeds that'll bear fruit. Let me be real with you. Activity is not achievement. You can be running in circles for years. Are you doing things that matter or just doing things? Are you taking action or just being active? When you wake up in the morning, do you know why you're doing what you're doing? Or are you just reacting, checking notifications, answering emails, putting out fires? It's the trap. The world trains you to be reactive, to respond to every beat, every buzz, every crisis that doesn't belong to you. And before you know it, your entire life is consumed by distractions. You become a slave to your schedule instead of the architect of your destiny. Now I want you to stop. Just stop and ask yourself a question. Not am I busy, but am I building? Are you building your future? Are you building your strength, your skills, your character? Or are you just surviving? We live in a time where noise is constant, but silence, that sacred space where we connect with our soul, that's rare. And if you don't make time for reflection, you'll never find direction. So cut the noise, cut the clutter, take a breath and get honest. Find what matters, protect it, focus on it. That's where progress lives. Not in your calendar, not in your notifications, but in the quiet, focused, committed action that aligns with who you are and who you're becoming. Don't let the treadmill of life fool you. Just because your legs are moving doesn't mean your life is. Walk in purpose. Move with intention. Do what matters. Give you me. Third, dreams without goals are just dreams. Everybody's got dreams. You've got dreams. I've got dreams. We all want something more, something higher, deeper, richer. We want success. We want purpose. But listen to me now. Dreams without goals are just dreams. And they will stay dreams, floating in your mind like smoke, unless you give them legs, unless you give them direction. You want to change your life? Start with this truth. You don't get what you want. You get what you work for. Wanting is easy. Everybody wants. Working, that's a different game. You say you want to be successful? Okay, where's your plan? Where are your goals? Daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals. See, you can't just hope yourself into greatness. You have to plan your way there, step by step, brick by brick. A goal is a dream with structure, is a dream with muscle. Without goals, dreams are just wishful thinking. They'll feed your imagination, but they'll starve your reality. They'll make you feel inspired, but they won't build anything. So what does your plan look like? What time do you wake up in the morning? What do you do with your free time? Are you consuming or are you creating? Are you scrolling through other people's success stories or are you writing your own? You want greatness? Then give your dream a blueprint. Write it down, break it down, assign dates, numbers, timelines, priorities, then go live it every single day. Consistency is king, not intensity, not talent, consistency. The man who shows up every day, who chips away at his goal 1 inch at a time, will always outlast the one who waits for motivation. Discipline beats passion when passion is lazy. And let me say this, don't let the size of the dream scare you. It's supposed to be big, but that's why you break it into goals. A mountain is climbed 1 step at a time. Focus on the next handhold, the next step, the next task, and you keep climbing. Write your goals, speak them out loud, visualize them, and then put your feet to the fire and go earn them. Don't be the guy who says, I almost did it. Be the one who says, I stayed the course. You're not waiting on a miracle. You're waiting on your own courage. So stop dreaming empty dreams and start setting real goals. Fourth, ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. I need you to lean in on this one. Really hear me. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. You hear that? Let it sink in. See, most people think the enemy is the struggle, the hard times, the dark nights, the pressure. But I'm here to tell you, it's not the fight that breaks you, it's the comfort that softens you. We pray for easy. We hope life will hand us a smoother road. But smooth roads don't make strong drivers. Calm seas don't make skilled sailors. Comfort, it's seductive. It'll wrap you up, make you relax, make you think you've made it, but it's a lie. Because while you're sitting there in comfort, life is passing you by. Growth is passing you by. Let me say this as plain as I can. You do not grow in ease. You grow in adversity. You grow in tension. You grow in the moments when you want to give up but don't. When you feel weak but still show up. That's where character is built. You ever been in a gym? The muscle doesn't grow unless there's resistance. The same is true for your spirit. If everything in your life is comfortable, it means you're not growing. It means you're not pushing your limits. It means you've stopped evolving. Now, hardship, it's the forge. It's the fire that shapes the blade. It burns off the weakness. It reveals the truth. That storm that came to destroy you, it's there to prepare you. You don't become a warrior by running from pain. You become a warrior by facing it. I know it's hard, I know it hurts, but the pain has purpose, the struggle has meaning. It's building something in you that ease never could. So stop running from discomfort, stop praying for the storm to go away, and start asking for the strength to stand in it. Because when you rise through hardship, you're not just surviving, you're becoming unstoppable. Fifth, discipline equals freedom. Everybody wants freedom, freedom of time, freedom of money, freedom to speak, freedom to move. But let's be honest, very few are willing to pay the price for that freedom. And the price is called discipline. Discipline is the road, it's the key, it's the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. You want to sleep in, you want to relax, I get it. But freedom isn't found in your comfort zone. It's found in sacrifice, in routine, in the daily grind that nobody sees. You want to be free financially? Then be disciplined with your money. Stop spending what you don't have. Start saving, start investing. Learn the game. You want a sharp mind? Be disciplined with your time. Read, study, challenge yourself. Don't numb your mind with entertainment 24/7. Feed your brain the right fuel. You want a strong body? You already know the answer. Get up, move, sweat. Eat better, sleep better. Discipline creates health, and health creates option. Now here's the paradox. The more disciplined your life becomes, the freer you are. And that's right. Discipline doesn't restrict you, it releases you. Because when you've trained yourself, when you've structured your life with purpose, you gain control. You're no longer a slave to your impulses. You're not being pulled by the world. You're steering your own ship. The world will sell you quick fixes. It'll tell you freedom is partying, wasting time, living wild. But that freedom, it's fake. It comes with chains. Chains of regret. Chains of lost time. Chains of what if. Real freedom, it's earned through consistency, through the hard choices, through saying no to comfort so you can say yes to purpose. You want to build something lasting? Then let discipline be your foundation. It's not glamorous, it's not easy, but it works. Build your habits, own your time, master your thoughts, because once you control yourself, nobody else can. Sixth, your life is your legacy. This is it, the last one, the deepest one. Your life is your legacy. I don't care who you are, what you have, or where you come from. Every single day, you are writing your story, not with your words, with your actions, with your choices, with your character. Legacy is not what you leave behind when you die. It's what you leave behind while you live. It's the impact you have on others, the lessons you teach, the example you set, the love you give, the standards you uphold. Some people think legacy is about fame, about money, about leaving a name that echoes in history books. But I say no. Your legacy is how you made people feel. It's how your presence changed the room. It's how your integrity stood when others bowed. Let me ask you something. If today was your last day, what would your story say? Would it say you were bold? That you were kind? That you chased your purpose? Or would it say you waited? That you hid? That you played small because life was hard? Don't drift through life waiting for the perfect moment to begin. Start now. Today, this hour, this minute. Decide who you're going to be and then become it. Are you setting a standard your kids will follow? Are you lifting people up? Are you living in truth or hiding behind lies? That's your legacy. It's not about perfection, it's about intention. It's about living so powerfully, so honestly, so courageously that when your name is spoken, people feel something. They feel inspired, they feel hope, they feel the fire you carry. Live that way. So when it's all said and done, your life says one thing loud and clear. I was here and I mattered, because you do. You matter. Now go prove it to the world. For more motivational videos, subscribe DeeAspiro and hit bell icon